Alright, so welcome to Busch Gardens, Tampa. We have about 5 hours left in the park. It's a weekday. Let's see how many rides we can get on. Goals, try to get on every major coaster. Can we do it? Let's find out. Alright, so first up we're going to see how Cheetah Hunt is. Cheetah Hunt typically has a long wait, even on weekdays. But last time I was here, they were running 4 trains on a weekday, and it has 5-minute wait all day. I haven't watched enough to see how many trains have been going around. I think they just launched one. Yeah, there it goes. But I haven't been paying attention to see how many they're launching, because usually during the week they only run 2 trains, which can significantly change the wait. Like, it can go from a 5-minute wait all the way to about a 45-minute wait just on a matter of having 2 less trains on the track. So we'll see how many they're running. That really depends on if we can get on it quickly. I also should mention that I do have a platinum pass, so I was able to get my skip the line pass. It's only good for 1 ride, so there'll be 1 ride where we can skip the line on. Might have to be either Cheetah Hunt or Sheikra. That's usually the ones that have a line during the week. Alright, so Cheetah Hunt is definitely 2 trains today. The line is backed up. So I say we skip it for now, do this later. I don't want to immediately use my skip the line pass in case Sheikra happens to have a longer line. So I'll come back to this one later. Alright, so Cobra's Curse is posted at 25 minutes. Now that's pretty good for Cobra's Curse, because Cobra's Curse is pretty low capacity, and it's one of the first family rides that you can do inside the park as soon as you walk in. So not too bad. I think we can get a better wait though if we go back and do this when we do Cheetah Hunt. Alright, so Montu also looks like a no-go. Last time when I was here, everything was at least 2 trains. I'm hoping they'll add a 2nd train later, because I know SeaWorld does. Their lines are more than like 20-25 minutes. Yeah, 1 train for this, not doing it. That's going to be 30-40 minutes. Alright, so I'm just going to stay away from the front of the park. I'm hoping Falcon's Fury, Kumba, Tiger should not be too long. Usually those ones don't have too long of waits, even if they are 1 train. So we'll see. Alright, so I just took a ride on Falcon's Fury, and I'm looking over here, and Scorpion appears to have no line. Either it's down or there's no line. We'll figure that out pretty quickly. If it's open, might as well go take a ride on it.
Speeds that may not be acceptable to some persons and may cause injury to some riders with pre-existing conditions. This ride is not recommended for expectant riders. Guests required to remain and normal seating with use of the safety restraints provided. Busch Gardens.
Alright, so I just got off Scorpion. It's a fun little Schwarzkopf coaster. Nothing too great. You know, it's not going to compare to like Chimera. Nothing will ever compare to Chimera. Let's be honest. Nothing will ever compare to Chimera. No, like, no Schwarzkopf goes, no. Like, is it fun? Yeah, for sure, it's fun. Oh my god, it's Kumba. I can't. You don't understand how much, you don't understand. This is like one of my all-time favorite rides. Like, can't. This ride is so stupid good.
Busch are
Alright, so I just got off of Kumba. Once again, another ride that's running one train. Luckily, it's in the back of the park, so it wasn't too long. It was maybe a 2-train wait. But I'm thinking of doing the Rapids ride. I've never done it here before. I don't think I'm going to do it quite yet. I think I'm going to get some food first, maybe ride some Tigris and Chikra, and then head back over there. Alright, so next up is Tigris, the Premier Skyrocket 2 model. Currently it says it's about a 10-minute wait. We'll see if it's even that. Usually Skyrocket 2s can get trains out pretty fast. So we'll see. It just kind of depends on how far this line was. I saw it go through the first switchback in the station. Yeah, that's pretty much where it is. This is about 5-10 minutes, not too bad. Alright, so I just got off Tigris, and you know, it's pretty good. It's the 3-car version Skyrocket 2, so the forces are not as good as the 2-car versions, but it's still a fun ride regardless. Still really intense, especially the bottom of the second drop here, or first drop, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, I guess the non-inverting loop coming down up the backward side is technically the first drop, but but like the actual big drop right here, you come down and you pull some pretty strong positives. It goes from negatives to positives very quickly. And then the pullout coming out of that is very tight as well. The ride is just unique. They're just unique style rides. I'm kind of glad they got cloned as much as they did, because they're very cool rides. I don't think you know, a lot of people are like, oh, the more, you know, the more lame it becomes. Like if there's more of them, it's not as fun. But I don't know. There's quite a few of them now, and I think the more the merrier. They're fun little clones. They're nice filler coasters. They offer some of the most intense rides in the country. Like, why wouldn't you want one of these at one of your parks? They're amazing. Alright, so I had a feeling Chikra might be the longest wait today. It says it's 60 minutes, so I think it's time to use the skip the line pass on this ride.
Enjoy your ride on Chikra.
Alright, so that may have been one of the funniest rides I've ever had on Chikra. Specifically because of the way they're operating it today. Chikra's supposed to have 5 trains, right? Like, they have 5 trains for this ride. Today they're only running 1. Like, I don't care about waiting longer. I just think it's funny, because, like, you're social distancing, plus you're running 1 train. Oh, that capacity's low. Like, it's just funny how low capacity is. Like, they're probably getting maybe, like, 150 people an hour if they're lucky. Like, probably less, actually. Probably less. Probably, like, under 100 people an hour. It's probably that bad. Alright, so since I did Dragonfire last time, I think I'm going to do the other good place to eat in the park, which is Zimbia Smokehouse. Has some of the best barbecue food in the park. Alright, so after some good barbecue, time to go ride more Tigris. It's only a 5-minute wait, so I'm like, well, it's on the way to Kumba, might as well go ride it again. Also on the way to Kumba, the Rapids ride now has no wait, so I'll give this a try. I'm probably going to regret the start time. That was a pretty standard Rapids ride. It kind of reminds me of the one that's at Magic Mountain, but you don't get quite as wet as that one. I think honestly this park could use an investment in trying to replace that Rapids ride with like a newer one like Infinity Falls or Mystic River Falls. Something like that would fit this park very well. Something just more highly themed, you know, just more highly advanced ride. Because this one, not really anything special, just your standard Rapids ride. Alright, but now it's time for Goomba. Alright, so Cheetah Hunt's wait is down to 15 minutes. Alright, so I just got off of Cheetah Hunt. That wasn't too bad of a wait, only about 10 minutes I would say. Yeah, it's 2 trains, but it looks like end of the night, not too many people are riding it. I was able to get on and off pretty quickly. I got dead center of the train, which isn't the best place, but once again, it's not really that big of a coaster. It's kind of just a fun little family launch coaster, not really keen on the forces. Just kind of a fun visual ride. I very much enjoy it for what it is. I don't think it's anything great. I don't think it's anything bad. I think it's just a fun ride. Anyway, let's go do Cobra's Curse, which is posted at 15 minutes. Alright, so I just got off of Cobra's Curse, which is pretty much a walk-on. I just practically walked on it. I waited maybe 2 trains, but it's a constantly moving platform, so that's like nothing. So, really interesting, because something I noticed I don't think I've ever had it do before is it's now speeding up at the top of the second lift. So like, watch this. It just boosts you. It literally like launches you out of the second lift. And I got the craziest spin I've ever gotten on this ride. Like, look at the back. Look at that car. Look at that car. It's going insane. Oh. What did they do to this ride since the last time I was here? Oh. It's actually like, it might actually be elite now for a spinning coaster. Like, oh my God. That back car is like insane. Holy crap. That's almost like Six Flags Mexico Joker standards. Like, what did they do to this thing? Alright, so after that crazy good ride on Cobra's Curse, it's time to end off the day with Montu. It did have a long wait earlier due to it being 1 train, but now the wait is gone, so let's go give it a try. Alright, so I just got off of Monsoon. That's probably just one of the better rides I've had on it. Recently it hasn't been running well, I gotta say. It comes into the block break halfway through the ride very, very slowly. And today it came into it with a decent amount of speed, but it still wasn't like how I remember it in 2019. Was it 19? I think it was 19 I rode it the first time, where the Batwing just absolutely killed me. It wasn't those levels today. But I can't wait to come back like midsummer. I'm sure we'll be running much better then. Alright, so that'll conclude this day here at Busch Gardens, Tampa. I was pretty late the crowds earlier in the day, but was able to bypass pretty much everything. It's kind of odd seeing SheiKra 1 train, especially since I know they have 3 operational trains ready. I mean, they probably just expected less crowds than when there actually was, and then just never had time to have maintenance put on the second train. That would be my guess, because it's probably just a short burst of a crowd, and it probably wasn't worth putting on the extra train. Other than that, everything was pretty good. I got on basically everything I wanted to. I think the only like 2 coasters I didn't get on was the Wild Mouse, and then the kiddie coaster over in the kids area, which I didn't even go over to that side of the park because obviously Gwazi's not open yet, so no reason to really go over there. But other than that, really, really good day. This park doesn't need Gwazi to enjoy the park. Like, a lot of people just won't go until Gwazi's open, and I really don't understand that logic, because I kind of forgot that ride even existed. Because there's so many good rides already in this park, it's worth going to even when that ride's not open. And give it a few more months, it should probably open. They'll probably open it all with, like, Velocicoaster, and I'm sure Icebreaker will open, like, the same time, too, if I had to guess. But for the meantime, just enjoy Busch Gardens for what it's got. It's a really great park. Great coaster lineup, great animal collection. Just overall, just a super nice park. I really, really enjoy it.